Now, in a span of just 2 weeks, Syria's political chapter and fortunes were changed. And in this report, we take a look as to how the West Asian nation will now be governed. Take a look.
On the day a ceasefire between Hezbollah and Israel came into effect, an unprecedented event took place in the neighboring country of Syria. In just 2 weeks, rebels under the umbrella name of Hayat Tahrir al-Sham captured cities in Syria, one after the other. Soon enough, they reached the capital of Damascus. The lightning speed advance of rebel forces forced Bashar al-Assad to flee, effectively paving the way for a regime change in Syria. And for the first time in 50 years, the question of how Syria will be governed is wide open. Thousands of Syrians poured into the streets, celebrating Assad's downfall. Soldiers and police fled their posts and looters broke into the defense ministry. Families wandered the presidential palace, walking by damaged portraits of Assad. The leader of Syria's biggest rebel faction, Ahmad al-Sharaa, is poised to chart the country's future. Once an Al-Qaeda commander, Ahmad al-Sharaa, better known as al-Julani, now says he is looking to break away from his past to embrace pluralism and religious tolerance.
Syria, with its numerous sects, has lived for thousands of years in this mix. In my belief, Syria will be normal, and that is something I will push for.
Syria's rebel coalition is a mix of Islamist and moderate factions united against the Assad regime, ISIS, and Iran-backed militias. The umbrella group includes Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, or HTS, Turkey-backed Syrian National Army, and the Kurdish-led Syrian Democratic Forces. HTS is considered a terrorist organization by the US and UN. It remains to be seen if the status will change now that the group heads Syria's government. The country's new leader said that rebel factions have agreed to disband and integrate under the defense ministry. Syria's new government has decided to freeze the constitution and parliament for a 3-month transitional period, which will last until March next year. Obeida Arnaout, the new government spokesman, said that a committee will review and amend the constitution. What those amendments will be remain unclear. With a population of over 20 million people, Syria is one of the most ethnically diverse countries in West Asia. In this transitional phase, fear is mounting for these vulnerable groups.
Freedom encompasses opinions and pluralism. Syria is like a mosaic. If one piece of stone is missing from that mosaic, then it is all gone.
After the fall of Assad and a new regime in power, Syria's minorities are now seeking security to cement their future. Syria's de facto ruler now faces the ultimate challenge to find a governance plan which unites all the Syrians and prove that he indeed is a ruler for all. As a new year approaches, a lot will change for the West Asian country. After years of civil war, there is an eerie calm for now. Not just Syria's people, but bordering neighbors, allies, and others are watching closely, waiting to see if peace in the country is sustained.